What's poppin', boys and girls? You got your boy Nandra here. Welcome to another video. So for this video, I'm going to be playing some Dragon in the Winter Cup. Now, I would have more videos for this, but I have not been recording because I've been like kind of busy with work and things like that. You know, Christmas shopping. But of course, I do plan to like pick up my upload pace again once I both stop having to work like all these like crazy Christmas shifts, and also once my thumbnail person gets back to me with like some more thumbnails. Anyway, so for birthday cup, I like playing Dragon just because like I tried playing on stream with a bunch of different classes. I think I went through like 4 or 5 classes, maybe like 6, and honestly like none of them really performed for me the way Dragon performs for me. Just because Dragon's power level is like that, is like just naturally for every like is decently high. Also, my level of comfort with playing Dragons like is crazy. Like you could probably give me like a terrible Dragon deck, and I play Dragon so well and so often that I probably able to play it to like decent success. In fact, I've done that many times. See the Chrono split video, right? Anyway, so it's 5 games. I'm 5-0. I'll just go and quickly get through the games, and we'll just have fun with it, right? So let's go and start off with Swordcraft. So Swordcraft is one of the other 2 classes I would play if I had the option to play it. Now Swordcraft is kind of inherently bricky, but if you can manage to get through the bricks, you can pull off some truly impressive stuff. Just because like Swordcraft ballers are decently strong. There's all the catch not catch machines, but there's a lot of like decent catch-alls in their drafting thing. Like for example, they have like 12 different outs of big boys. Like 12 different outs of big boys that aren't like main forte, because magically you never have to move to a forte. And that of like not Giantslayer, but not Tsubaki. There's the Giant Splane dude. There's also Kahulin, Art of the Ninja. I think Assassin's Creed is in here. I don't remember though. Anyway, so I'm going first, and like, well, I didn't actually save this deck. Basically, this deck is actually pretty low to the ground in terms of my curve. Like, because again, in Birthday Cup, you see people like do a lot of greedy shit in terms of like how they draft. Like, I've seen people like skip 4 full turns because they have nothing to play because their draft is that greedy, and they're not playing Dragon. Alright, so he plays Serpent here. I don't really like him playing Serpent. I would prefer him play anything else, because I actually just go ahead and Queen spell this. But I guess technically if he plays anything else, I can like develop a better card. So I guess what he's hoping for is that I not only can't develop a better card, but that he himself gets a better top deck, or maybe he's hoping that I don't just let it go for some reason. I don't know what he's hoping for there. But anyway, he plays Kahulin now. I'm like, oh, okay, sure. Alright, so here I go ahead and play Summoner. Summoner picks me up Milftilda. Yes, Milftilda is what we're calling her. I choose to play up Summoner here instead of playing up Milftilda though. Honestly, you can go either way with this. Technically, if you hold the Fire Lizard, it's like better / more surprising. But we see him do something like this, and like it's like, oh yikes. So he plays Shield of Flame too. I'm like, oh okay, damn. So we see him like play 1 creature and then like play essentially, 2 creatures technically if you count the Latham enhance, and then just like play like removal. Yeah, Sword has a nice decent pile of removal. It's like pretty good. So here he makes the play, but this plays into my Serpent Drake. Now if I had the Fire Lizard here, I would be able to develop the Fire Lizard and have a 2/1. But it's like life, right? So I go ahead and I have to trade here. I have to make double trades actually in order to protect my Serpent Drake. But now I can start the Serpent Drake chain going on, and it's like it's decently good. Like he has to have removal for both of them, because if he doesn't, he can't play any tokens, and it's like good because they're forcing him into a hopefully bad spot. Now, unfortunately for me, he does have the apostle of usurpation. Like it's like shit. Now I could have played around this by making more trades, but unfortunately, because I didn't play the Milftilda on the turn where I was supposed to play it, I wasn't allowed to do that. So I had to play into it this way. So I'm in a really bad spot, because if that apostle gets like untapped, or I guess like attack, or like use his lead spells, that becomes a problem. But thankfully I top deck Roy, because Roy is our boy. I get to go ahead and just Dragon Stripe it up, make a trade, go face for 1, go ahead and play my nest. So it's like not too bad, right? Because I have like a decent amount of things I can do. Now, fortunately, he did actually pick up the Gilded Blade, so he will actually be able to develop whatever he wants to develop here, and that's a problem. He goes for Magnolia though, so going for Magnolia is really good for 2 reasons. One, because no matter what he pulls off with Magnolia, I can always clear it because I have Zirn. That right there is like amazing. 2, he pulls out stuff from his deck, and again, you've seen like struggle. However, he unfortunately had nothing to pull with his Magnolia because, like I said, 2-drops are kind of hard to come by for swords, so it's like very funny. Anyway, so I guess I'm gonna play Zirn here. I'm just gonna speed through this animation because the second I play Zirn, he does actually concede. So, oh, also keep the Zirn in mind because I think I played like 5 games. So I only have 1 Zirn. The Zirn was clutch almost every single game I played it. Yeah, so it was pretty funny. I really enjoyed it. It was a really good way to start off the series. Alright, so next game is going to be versus Runecraft. I don't really see that much Runecraft whenever I play like Birthday Cup, or sorry, Winter Cup, Grand Prix All-Stars. I'm sorry, Grand Prix All-Stars. So this was like the official term for it. Yeah, it's called. I don't really see that much Runecraft, but like Runecraft's like, if you can play it, it's great. If you can't play it, it's shit. Like, there's a lot of like different like synergy things in Runecraft. So if you're not like super careful, you can get baited into having a bunch of like useless cards that like do nothing because like you don't have the synergies for them. Like for example, in the draft I have right now, I have a bunch of like spell boost stuff without good spell boost payoffs as an example. It's very awkward. Like I literally have like 2 Ryos that I'm gonna have to like play as like 7/7s that do literally nothing. So that's gonna be fun. I'm looking forward to that. Keepo. Anyway, so I'm versus Runecraft, and like Runecraft does have some like decent heavy hitters. Like for example, like you do of course have Ryo, you do of course have Giant Chimera, you have the Spawn Chimera as well. But of course that does require you to have like basically a constructed draft more or less, and that's like kind of hard to do at times. So I go ahead, I just play up my Summoner here. I could have played a Hatchling. Hatchling is technically slightly better, because I can do with the Hatchling is I can go ahead and actually play at Maltilda next, and then bait him into doing something bad. But here he plays at Red Hot Ritual. I'm like, okay. So mind you, I wasn't really expecting the Red Hot Ritual. I only just played that because I'm like greedy. Then if I get lucky here and I top deck Roy. Roy is amazing. Roy is our boy. Roy is awesome. So I go ahead and I take the Dragon Stripe here. Now I took Dragon Stripe, but honestly I didn't really know what to expect, so I just like took Dragon Stripe to be safe. Now here he plays Zirn. Now the Zirn could be very bad for me because it means that he could have Prophet of Doom depending on if he has spell boost or not. So I could possibly lose to that because I have a decent amount of like storm damage and things like that, right? But there's also the side issue of, well, Zirn has a lot of good wards. Zirn has a lot of good ways to stall you out. So I have to be like really careful here and just like kind of take my time, just pace it slowly. However, I say that, but I still evolved base. I made the evolve base because it felt really good because again, I have fire lizards. In the back. I can clean up most things he would like evolve. Unfortunately, he plays up the young Wild Golem. Now, Wild Golem, for those of you who don't know, it deals at the end of the turn. It deals damage randomly to the board equal to its attack. So he's gonna go ahead and trade it here into my Maltilda, and then go ahead and clear off my Roy. And now he has a 4/5, which ordinarily would be an actual whole nightmare for me to get rid of, because I would like have to have like Sybil or something like that. But thankfully, I do have the Power Room Commander here, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to evolve the Power Room. Now, I could have prevented myself from overdrawing by burning the Blazing Breath, but Blazing Breath was too valuable a commodity right now, because I don't have slow removal in my hand, I just have creatures. And, like, having creatures is fine and good and all, whatever, but every now and then, Rune does play creatures that you do have to get rid of, like, for example, wards, which you prefer to do it without having to trade into. Also, just helps for situations like this, where he plays up Ancient Alchemist, gets a bunch of cards in his hand, like, okay, sure. Now he evolves it because again he doesn't really have a choice. He kind of has to evolve because like you kind of can't just take like 5 damage for free, right? So he makes the evolve, he makes a trade, but that's like really bad because again I have fire lizards, so that gives me free development of whatever I want to develop. Now, unfortunately for me, I do actually overdraw the Draconic Singer. The Draconic Singer would have been like ridiculous there, by the way, because I would have been able to go Singer plus fire lizard, not good because I would have 4/4, 2/1, and just be chilling with it. So I just go ahead and go 2-drop, 2-drop, 2-drop. Go ahead and get yet another fire lizard in hand. Now here, I'm expecting to play all 3 wards at the same time. But instead, he actually plays a raw Abyss Summoner. Now, again, Abyss Summoner is like kind of bad if you don't have a board. Now here, we do seem to technically take the wrong choice. Well, in my mind, I knew he took the wrong choice. The reason being is that, like, yes, you have the ward, but I'm pretty sure I can like out the ward and out this at the same time. Now, mind you, I have to do it in a way that like doesn't like overexpose me, because I have to be careful. Because again, I do want to, I do want to like be able to connect phase, as well as also still hold resources on the options that he plays all 3 wards at the same time. Because again, I literally the second he did it, I knew he was gonna play them all at the same time, and I just had to play in a way to try to like prevent that. But I go ahead and go Fire Lizard plus Siegfried. It's really good here. Now here I don't. Okay, so I had an option to go ahead and just okay, well, one, I misplayed slightly. I could push less damage here and just use the and just go evolve, trade, go face your 4, and then still have this to clear, because this would out one ward. So I would out ward here, out ward with these 2, and there would still be 1 ward left. That's like fine. So I could go Lightning Blast plus double trade and then develop Somni, and that'd be good. Well, it would be okay. But anyway, I go ahead and push him down to 11. That's like nice. And again, as I said before, he plays all 3 wards at the same time. I'm like, okay, sure. But he also follows up with the Levi as well. I'm like, okay. So I just go ahead and I just trade. Blazing Breath. Trade. Lightning Blast as well. I pushed 2 here. You might be wondering, but Nandro, why did you push 2 there? Well, I couldn't you just like play something else or something like that? Well, I did it literally because I picked up the Forte. I hit a nice breakpoint. 4 plus 5 equals 9. He's at 9 here. He shouldn't really have healing or anything like that. Most likely, it just released out in wards, which I can still do as long as I'm allowed to keep Date in my hand, because I can use Date to clear up 1 big ward, and possibly use Somni or something like that to clear up a small ward too. Okay, so here, alright, so yes, I could go ahead. I could play the Forte here because Forte would be more damage. But instead, I choose to play the Ife. I play the Ife because 1, again, like I said, Date plus 2 drop plus Forte is a perfect 10 mana. So it's like very nice. Also at 5, he should know that Forte might be coming, but he doesn't. I guess he just doesn't care. I don't know what he does here. But this is a pretty big misplay in my opinion. I felt like he should just evolve the Levi. You get the whole Baja in your hand, you put me behind on board, and I'm already in a spot where I need to kill the Storm anyway. So if I have to make a different game plan, I can't do that. Or at least I gave you time to put me in a spot where I can't do that. But he decided to just like drop the Baja. I'm not really sure what his hand was, but I don't really think that was a play. Because I didn't have Evos, so even if you have 1 Evo over me, that's more than good enough. But like 2 is overkill, I think. But anyway, so we take that game 2. So we're now like 3-0, and I'm feeling pretty good because it means I just gotta win 1 more. I just have to win 1 more of these games, and I'm good to go. I'm good to move on to stage 2. Right, so these last 2 games are gonna be Dragoncraft games. Now, Dragoncraft Mirror is, I don't know, I also don't really expect it from the Dragoncraft Mirrors, because like every single time I play them, like they're always like very like weird in Take-Two All Stars. Because like there's a lot of Storm and Dragon, so you have to be like really careful. And most times when I play, I usually don't fight people who understand how to properly set up the Storm units, but they usually like get away with it because of the fact that I tend to like break randomly at like the weirdest points in time on like the weirdest things. But yeah, so I keep rolling, and I pick up 2 Milk Tildas. Now the Milk Tildas are actually ridiculous because I'm going first. So that means I can go ahead and dictate a lot of trades and put him in like very bad spots every single time where possible. Alright, so I'm just gonna speed this up. So I'm gonna play Milk Tilda here. Next turn we're gonna play Kaiser, so this way I can go ahead and get the carrot. I like getting carrot now. I don't like playing the Royce Bull now because I don't want to give him information, because I'm pretty sure he's gonna mess up at some point anyway. I'm gonna be able to punish him with Roy. So he plays an Ayla here. I'm like, okay, sure, that's fine. So I just go ahead and play the second Milk Tilda. Yeah, then go ahead and play the Kaiser. Yeah, I didn't want to play the Fireless because if I play Fireless, that means I have to trade. I don't want to trade yet, so I'm just gonna let him make the trades. He then plays the young Rahab. He then evolves it. I'm like, okay, sure. So this is basically the situation I wanted in the first place, because he basically like played a big enough unit that otherwise I'm gonna be able to out unless I had Roy spell. So here, boom, Roy spell. So the best part about this is I get to evolve face as well. Now, yes, I do have a Galm, and I could just like play Galm and evolve that over it, but I wasn't feeling it. I just like, because like the Galm is like so useful for me, because like again, it's a card that like lets me like make pushes without having to like trade as much. So I just gonna evolve face here. This way I now have 3 creatures that are all kind of problematic for him to want to deal with. And life is good. He's already at 12. It's turn 5. Things are like, I already have I have an Ife in my hand. But here he plays Pyro and Commander, so at first I'm like, okay, sure, this is like not that big of a deal, because I can just go ahead and play, double Fire Lizard plus Carrot and kill it, and then go ahead and evolve face again if I want. But unfortunately for me, he does actually have the Disdain for Reckoning, which we'll see here. So like, oh yeah, this is like really unfortunate now, because he's just gonna drop everything and then clear my board. And so now there's a problem, because that's a 5/3, and I can't take damage. So I might be wondering, but Nandro, why can't you take damage? Well, you really cannot afford to take any damage in this matchup because of how much Storm is in this format. There's Forte, there's Ifa, there's Zoe, there's Ozzy, there's Erd, there's like Phoenix Shrew. So you really have to be careful. You really need to just like stay at 20. So I just decide, okay, I'm just gonna stay at 20. Now here, he plays his Galua as well as his Galua choice really quickly here. I don't really agree with his decision in drawing, but that's like fine. I pick up another Galm, and now I'm like a little bit sad. But here, this gives me a free Ifa. The Ifa could possibly just like end the game immediately by herself, because now he is at 6, so he will die to another Storm unit, and he shouldn't really have that many outs to it. He does have the Lightning Blast, but yeah, but he sports like Lightning Blast here and then get like Lightning Blast trade. He also excels a Zoe as well, so I'm like, okay. Oh, keep that Zoe excel in mind, because I believe he excelled a second Zoe as well. Maybe a second Zoe, like quickly double check, because I'm pretty sure he did excel one earlier as well. Does it not show you? Oh no. I don't know. I guess I'm pretty sure it like shows you that. Anyway, the point is that I'm pretty sure that there's like 2 Zoes in this deck just like floating around, and it's like pretty spooky because Zoe is a game changer, right? So I'm pretty sure by making a board here, he's just gonna like drop Frenzy Drake on me, which is like fine. It sucks, but I'm like still okay, because like again, I didn't take any prior damage, so I won't just like randomly die to something. So he blows up my board. We know all 8 cards in his hand are all dragon cards, which I guess technically get information, so we know that if we drop Baja, we would not get Baja back. But here I go ahead and just like drop Ivory Dragon here. I drop Ivory Dragon, I'm most likely gonna have to go Galm, but instead I pick up Oro. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah. So I decided to go for the Oro Ping, because like again, I'm at 20. I'm literally at 20, so right now I'm doing my coveted, or my like traditional, oh, how can I lose from this spot? Ha 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 ha. But here he drops his Zoe. I'm like, oh shit. Yeah, like I'm literally just like, oh, I'm so dead now. Oh my god, why did I speak this into life? So it's like really bad for me. So I go ahead and I excel my own Zoe. I should have tried to excel this sooner, because now I physically can't play it if I were to somehow draw it back, and I would need to counter Zoe in order to guarantee I would stay alive and not die. So instead, I just have to make some kind of like last ditch effort Zirn play. I go ahead and I make the trades. I make the trades this way. This way that the Aura comes back to my hand. I mean, obviously I don't really have a choice, but yeah, this way the Aura comes back to my hand. I go ahead and play out the carrot just in case there's like somebody from like prevent lethal somehow. And this way I'll still be fine. He plays a Phoenix Roost, and then he concedes because he has no way to kill me. So I'm like, oh, thank God. Oof, thank God. That was a scary game. Like, I was so afraid I was gonna die that you guys don't even know. But yeah, so I just gonna hit him in the face for 2, just gonna ended up there. Oof, yeah. Never say never, boys. Like you can always lose games like very bizarre fashion. Even being as far ahead as I was, like you guys see that game, right? Like I was really at 20 the entirety of the game. Like that man was getting his face wrecked, getting wrecked or whatever. And like in the span of like 2 turns, I somehow almost lost the game. Truly, this is the non-Drew experience. Anyway, so we're gonna go ahead right on into game 5. So at this point, you know, like I don't really care as much. Like, I obviously still want to win this because like the difference in the rewards between 4 wins and 5 wins is actually like pretty ridiculous. Like I think you basically get about like 200 extra gold for 1 win for one more extra win. Okay, so alright. So I have a curve. It's like decent. I'm gonna toss back the IFA because it's like kind of greedy for me to keep it. Because again, I really want to just focus on my own board development instead of well, I have a nice storm unit or whatever. Like storm doesn't really mean anything unless you have like good foundations to make it mean something. So I pick up 2 Milf Tildas and I'm like, hey, I'm chilling. Now here he plays a Lego fighter. I'm like, okay, sure, Lego fighter doesn't mean anything to me. I go ahead and play the Somni here to counter, because he has to basically burn Whistle to get rid of it. So, but here he plays Blazing Breath. I'm like, I'm like, okay, sure. I guess I just take 4 then. So here I believe, yeah, I go ahead and I play Matilda here. I go ahead and play my Dragon's Nest. Now I play this because again, you know, like at this point he now needs a ward for me to be able to for me to be able to like not kill this, at least in my mind, right? But instead he plays Fina, Dynamite, Daredevil. I'm like, oh my, are you kidding me right now? Okay, sure. Alright, so this turn I'm like, okay, sure. So I'm just gonna play Summoner here. I play Summoner. It doesn't really matter what I get because I'm always gonna play Fireless. I'm just gonna play Fireless and I'm just gonna ping that down. I don't kill it though, because obviously, of course, like I don't like. It's like one of those, like I don't want to kill it because like I don't want to just like lose my creatures to Bane for no reason. Like at the moment I don't really mind taking 4 damage to the face because it's one of those like he already got it because, you know, he had removal every single time. But here he has another Blazing Breath. I'm like, oh okay, so I'm guaranteed taking 4 to the face, and it's like that now. Okay, sigh. Yeah. So he makes the evolve to guarantee his guy will hit me in the face for 4. Thankfully, because Dragoncraft doesn't have like that many amulets, like he'll never be able to trigger it and like get it to be a 10/10. But it doesn't matter because it's already done 8 damage to me. 1/2 drop, 8 damage. Ha. Anyway, so I go ahead and I play Matilda here. So this way I can finally kill it. But again, it's already done more damage than that Forte would do to you on average. Just throw that out there. Okay, so I go ahead and I evolve. I'm gonna go ahead and make a value trade. Yes, I'm very far behind. However, he has almost no cards in hand, and I'm almost at a nice break point where I won't die to random stuff. So here he plays Dragon Guard. I'm like, okay, sure. He then goes Space for 4. I'm like, okay, sure. So I can go ahead and like double trade for like. Oh, also I could have played Galm. I did not play Galm because again, like I'm like very weird and greedy with my Galm. So it's a problem. It's honestly a big problem. So let's go ahead and play Date here. Yeah, because like the free evolve thing actually matters to me a lot because like a lot of people kind of like forget that Galm exists. So I didn't mind like, you know, burning that evolve there because I really don't feel like this game is getting to 10 mana. So because I genuinely felt that, okay, well, it's not gonna get to 10 mana because most likely he's gonna like kill me way before we can ever get to that, right? Anyway, so here he plays out his Imprisoned Dragon. He knows his score. He knows he has select food off. Otherwise I can like punish him. So I heal up here. Thankfully I'm out of range of Forte Aetha, but 2 Fortes will kill me. And so here I go ahead and play Matilda. I go ahead and play Fire Lizard. And then here I believe I go ahead and like, oh, is it this turn? It's either this turn or next turn. No, yeah, I go ahead and I play Shapeshift for Mage here. So I played Shapeshifter because again, like this is a turn before he can play Frenzy Drake. So I play Shapeshifter here. He has to burn a lot of resources most likely in order to get rid of this. Of course he can just like, you know, have Galm, but I feel like he's not gonna have Galm, right? So I'm really just you know, trying to hopefully get this to stick so I can just, you know, make some plays happen. But unfortunately for me, my opponent plays Whre here. I'm just like, damn, okay. So the Whre thing really sucks because now I have to play Whre control, and I really did not want to have to play that. So what Whre control is basically when you are playing burst in the Whre, you have to keep the Whre off the board while also pushing as much damage as possible, while also expending as few resources as possible as well. Because the more resources you expend while out going face, the more likely you are to almost never go face it at a certain point, because the Whre has eaten that many cards. So like for example, you see right now, this like technically the Whre has eaten 2 cards now. So I push 6 here. I make the exact same play that I was trying to make last time. I don't drop the ward here because like I don't really care that much. Because again, he's either gonna play Frenzy Drake or he's gonna play Whre. Like, yeah. Then there's the Frenzy Drake, so I'm like, okay, sure, that's fine. But I didn't want to play the Grimnir because again, like, the Grimnir can be used to clear up an Whre, and that's a very big deal. Here I get very lucky with the top deck. This is top deck number 1, by the way. There's gonna be quite a few. So I go ahead and I just Blazing Breath. Blazing Breath 6th breed. Again, I'm also asking another question with the Whre control, which is that, oh, can you put out more than 2 creatures, or put out a creature that has ambush or has higher than 3 HP? So now, boom, Whre comes out again. Eats another creature. So the Whre is now eaten 3 cards of mine. 1 card, by the way. 1 card, eat 3 cards. So far. But now I go ahead and I get to drop the young Grimnir. You see the face, by the way. And the Grimnir's nice. Now obviously it'd be even nicer if it still did face damage, because it would mean that I would have an extra lethal if he didn't full clear. But alas, that's not the case, so it's like fine. Because I still have a ward now, I can block him from killing me this 1 turn. He plays Whre yet again. I'm like, okay, sure, that's fine. He kills off my guy. Okay, sure. He then plays Disciple here. Disciple to go ahead and draw a card. Now it's kind of funny because this part actually comes back to bite him in the ass. Because what happens now is I top deck one more time, and I go ahead and I pick up Feline. The Feline, which otherwise would not have been able to trigger until he did that. So I get to go ahead and clear up his board again, push 2 more damage, and now he's in range of dying to Galm if he ever makes a board that's like not like substantial. But of course, this is like late game Dragon we're talking about, so he'll always be able to do that most likely. And now he basically needs to have another Frenzy Drake, and the Frenzy Drake will have to do exactly 4. So it's a lot of different questions for him to like answer, and he does not have the out, and like so you're able to take it there with a very just disgusting series of top decks. I mean I only top deck like twice that game, but it's just like they were so strong. They were so fucking strong. Mind you, I did have a lot of outs to kill him. Like for example, I literally had Forte. I had 2 Apas. I had 2 Genesis Dragons on the draft as well. Which just like never saw. But yeah, I had a lot of outs to kill him. Like he was going to die. Not going to, but he was supposed to die. So I'm glad he died. But yeah. With that being said, if you guys enjoyed the video, go ahead and leave a like. Go ahead and hit the subscribe. Yeah, I'm sorry. I was about to say hit the subscribe dragon. Anyway, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Thank you guys for watching.